Hey, morning, y'all. I was out on my prayer walk this morning and God gave me something just to chew on, and I thought I'd share it with y'all. I was thinking about when Jesus washed the disciples' feet. Peter comes to Jesus and says, "You're not going to wash my feet. I'm going to wash your feet." And Jesus' response is, "Unless you let me do this, you have no place with me." And so Jesus is saying to Peter, like, I came to serve the world, and you have to allow that. You have to allow my serving to be what you accept. So Peter's trying to take the burden that Christ was getting ready to, like, Jesus wants to serve. Peter's like, no, let me serve you, Lord. And Jesus is like, no, you have to understand that that's my burden to carry. And you have to allow me to carry that burden for you. So Peter's response is, okay then, not just my feet, but my whole body. In that moment, Peter understands, like, he grasps that it's Jesus's burden to carry, to sacrifice himself. Later on in the garden, Jesus is praying, and he says, Lord, if this cup can pass me, let it, but if not, I'll take it. Jesus understood the weight of the burden of dying on a cross, even in those moments, even when he was serving his disciples. So my question is this, and I prayed about this morning for myself. What burden are you carrying that's not yours to carry? What are you not letting God have? What are you not letting, where are you trying to have control over something that God has said, give me control? Jesus wants us to lay everything at his feet. He wants to serve us, to have a God who loves us so much that he wants to serve us by dying on a cross. And he said, let me carry those burdens for you. The burden of sin. Maybe you're carrying a sin burden right now. Maybe you're carrying a stress burden. And God's going, that's not yours. You got to give that over. You're not supposed to be carrying that. That's how much God loves us. He wants to take our burdens. He wants to carry us, but yet we still hold on to things. I was walking and praying this morning, and I just thought, what burden am I carrying, Lord? And I asked him that. And I think it's important. Have you ever heard the phrase, if you name it, you can claim it? Well, if you can name it, you can give it over to God. What burden are you carrying today that God doesn't want you carrying, that he wants to carry for you and with you, so that you are not stressed by it and overpowered by it? And a lot of times it is a sin burden. Maybe it's a work burden, a money burden, a family burden, a relationship burden. Maybe it's a medical burden. What are you not giving over to the Lord? What are you holding on to and grasping so tightly that you're not giving God? Peter, with the purest of heart, says to Jesus, I won't let you wash my feet, I'll wash yours. And Jesus says, no, let me take that burden of serving you. So where is God asking to give control over and let go of a burden today? Think about that, pray on it, ask the Lord today. Have a great Thursday, y'all.